Alright, it's that time of year again. Six Flags will announce all their attractions for the 2020 season on August 29th. And today, we are going to be predicting on what they could possibly be receiving for the 2020 season. Now, these are all predictions, so uh, don't hesitate that these are wrong or proven wrong or what they won't be receiving, because these are just predictions. Remember, nothing hasn't been officially announced yet, so these are just my predictions and what I think that what Six Flags will be receiving for the 2020 season. Now, starting off my home park, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, I don't really see anything happening at the park since the West Coast Racers will be opening later this month or during Fright Fest. So they haven't really been teasing anything yet, but I'm gonna go out on a limb that they are not gonna really get anything huge, because it's been rumored that Green Lantern may be removed and that land will sit vacant and will be used for the 2021 season. So we're probably not going to be seeing anything go to Magic Mountain next year. It doesn't seem that they're going to be getting anything at all. There hasn't been really teasing at all. They're focusing on West Coast Racers right now for this year. Next park, we're gonna be thinking what Discovery Kingdom will possibly get. Now, it's been rumored that Discovery Kingdom may get an SNS drop tower that's 150 feet tall, of course, uh, in the DC area. Uh, and we're also speculating also that they're gonna be receiving a Justice League Dark Ride. Now, this is the park that is left behind that doesn't have a Justice League Battle for Metropolis Dark Ride yet. And this is the one that's missing. So, possibly Discovery Kingdom may add a Justice League ride for next year. Six Flags Over Texas. Well, it's been rumored that possibly, since they're removing their Aquaman water ride, they can possibly make room for it with a Mack Rides Power Splash. Now, it's been rumored that this could be added to the park and have its replacement with it. So this would be a nice, neat addition for the park, and it's gonna be it's gonna be nowhere different in the compared to the one in Europe. This one is the first kind in America. So if this would happen, this is gonna be its first kind in America. Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I've seen some teasers there, but I didn't know if that's it. But I'm just gonna say that they're not really gonna get anything, but they're just gonna do some overall park improvements. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really hear anything about Fiesta Texas. Six Flags New England. Well, I've heard that Goliath has been down for recent months and days, and their flashback, their other boomerang, is probably also standing but not operating. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they can possibly remove those boomerangs and possibly add in a RMC Raptor to take its spot. Or they can remove their Wild Mouse coaster, but I highly doubt they're gonna remove their Wild Mouse coaster because it's a good addition to the families. But if they were to remove those boomerang coasters, maybe this will take its spot. Six Flags Great Adventure. Well, there's been a bunch of teasing, so I've been thinking that this is the park that will receive their huge coaster. So these are the options that I'm thinking right now. It's an RMC Raptor, T-Rex, Premier Rides, or an SNS compressed air launch. Now, I've heard that it's a really big lot. So what does this mean? They could be adding a huge coaster, but these are the types that I've been hearing that possibly that Great Adventure may get. So it looks like what's rumored is actually an RMC Raptor, I mean T-Rex right now. So this could be the first park to have an RMC T-Rex. So yeah. I was also thinking about an RMC ground up iBox coaster, but I hardly doubt that's gonna happen. Now for Six Flags America, well, since Magic Mountain is removing Green Lantern First Flight, I'm guessing that this park will be having its relocated ride for Green Lantern. So, of course, it might be a different theme, but we could be seeing it Green Lantern also. So, yeah, that's probably what Six Flags America would be receiving next year. Six Flags St. Louis, this is kind of tough, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb that they're gonna be getting either an RMC Raptor or an SNS 40 free spin, which this is the left behind Six Flags that doesn't have an SNS 40 free spin, so I wouldn't be too crazy if they go either way with these two coasters. But again, this would probably be neat additions for Six Flags St. Louis, although they don't really have anything like it at the park right now. Six Flags Great America, nothing major since they've just got Max Force this year, so they're not gonna spend that much money next year just because they spent a fortune for Max Force this year, so they're probably not gonna get anything, huge next year. Maybe either maybe just overall park improvements, or maybe they're just gonna throw in a show or something like that, or maybe add in new food menus or options, whatever you call that. Six Flags Over Georgia, well, I've heard that they've removed one of their water rides, so possibly that they can easily fit in an SNS 40 free spin, which again the park doesn't have anything like it, so they can possibly get an SNS 40 free spin to take its spot. Six Flags Mexico, well, since they just got in a new kids area, well, I'm just probably gonna guess that they're gonna have an off year, so they're gonna go with the overall park improvements, or possibly just throw in a show or something like that. Or they can possibly just get nothing for Six Flags Mexico. Now, Six Flags Great Escape, well, this is the kind of bummer park because they haven't really received any coaster in a long time since Frankie's Mine Train. So, it wouldn't surprise me if they got in a flat ride package. So, yeah. Six Flags Darren Lake, new to the list. Well, Six Flags just bought Darren Lake. Well, I'm just probably gonna just say that they're also gonna get park flat ride package. And same thing with Six Flags Frontier City, they're also gonna get a flat ride package once again. And last but not least is La Ronde. They're probably not gonna get anything at all, just because they don't want to spend that much money, or just because that's how Canada are. They don't really get anything for a few years or later down the line, but that's just the way it is. So those are all my Six Flags predictions. Hope you enjoyed. What do you want to see come to your six home park? Which Six Flags do you want to see come in 2020?